it's hot. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Veronica. Sherry Russell shared you shared the video before I even started talking. That's brave. That is brave. It's a level of bravery not all of us have. So good morning, and welcome to Coffee Talk. I hope everybody enjoyed Father's Day yesterday in whatever way you were celebrating it. I have been up this morning signing copies of my paperback book. It's nerve-wracking when you've already, your book's been out a year and then they go, oh, we're putting out a paperback and we need your help. And you go, oh, really? Okay. So just a reminder that I will be at the Barnes & Noble at the Summit next Saturday, June 24th at 10 a.m., doing a reading and a talk and signing copies of The Southern Education of a Jersey Girl. So if you live in Alabama or even Georgia and want to make the drive over, grab a friend. If I've ever said anything that has entertained you or touched you in any way, I think you'll really like the book. The paperback is cheaper than the hardcover, so if money is an issue, I know it's a lot cheaper. Anyway, my insecurities come up and then I start to get panicky that I'm going to be like, sitting there all alone. But anyway, so let's talk about standards and boundaries. I think that, and I have really been giving a lot of thought to why women, especially, have such a hard time being very clear about their standards and their boundaries. We are so afraid that people will walk away from us. And what I have come to realize is that establishing your standards and setting boundaries will only protect you from the people that are not meant to be in your life. Because I can promise you this, if you set boundaries with people in your life and they refuse to accept them, that is the universe's way of saying, these people do not belong to you. They are not part of your tribe. It is time to let them go. That is a fact. And if you say to me, but what if it's a sister? What if it's a brother-in-law? What if it's a mother? I don't care. Anybody that does not value your boundaries, does not respect the standards you want for the relationships in your life, they're not looking out for your best interest. So if they don't care that they're a sister, brother-in-law, mother, whatever, why should you? Why should you? I know that you know what you will and will not tolerate. You're just afraid to say it out loud. Don't be. The right people will stay. These boundaries will simply eliminate the people that are not meant for you. And that is a fact. I have established boundaries in my life. It has not been easy. Some of them with my mother, as I've talked about numerous times. And the fact remains that I love her. She is my mother. But I cannot allow her to cross my boundaries, because then I'm not protecting my peace, and my whole equilibrium, my emotional equilibrium gets off. I don't treat my children right. I don't treat my husband right. I don't eat right. Set the standards. Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you this. So I got a letter one time from somebody watching Coffee Talk. I'll never, ever forget this letter. This woman had a friend, and they had been friends for years. And this woman's friend was doing things she didn't agree with. Having affairs with married men, doing X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. Now, not all of us would take such significant issue with this, but this woman was married to a preacher, and she really struggled with her friend's behavior. She kept writing to me about it. She wrote me this long letter, and I said to her, why are you so afraid to set boundaries for this woman? Why are you so afraid to say, I understand the standards that I want for my life, and you are not living in that. So for now, I have to go. Why does that scare you so much? Well, I feel like I'm giving up on her. Giving up on her? She's not battling cancer. What? I'm very confused. Her behavior does not align with... Now listen, we all have different standards. P.S. Like, we all have different standards. That is not something that I would walk away from somebody from. But if you're married to a preacher and it's literally keeping you up at night, those are your standards. Those are your standards. Maybe not mine, maybe not the next person's. But if you have standards and the relationships that you are in are eating away at you, girl, you got to let it go. You got to let it go, and you cannot fear judgment from the next person. You got to get to a place where you understand that what you want for your life is the only thing that matters. Okay, Joyelle. Joyelle, that baby is so delicious, delicious, delicious. Girl, don't get me started with that sweet thing. What I'm trying to make you understand is right now you are listening to me and you're going, well, but Jamie, you don't understand. We've been friends a long time, or it's my so-and-so, or blah, blah. I understand. But what I'm trying to tell you is standards and boundaries for your life are necessary to keep your peace. Right? Necessary to keep your peace. And if people in your life cannot meet your standards, do not respect your boundaries, you have got to cut them loose and understand the universe is protecting you from people that are not meant to be in your life. You are not doing anything to them. That's what we need to stop. As women, we have been brainwashed believing that anything we do for us is a direct hit against other people. That is not a fact. Because if mama ain't happy, nobody's happy. If you don't have peace, no one has peace. You were not created. You were created in this world to be outstanding. Okay? You were created to function at maximum outstanding capacity. And every time you allow somebody to cross your boundaries, take you into a space you're not comfortable with, every time you fight that gut instinct and you let somebody too close to your personal space, you are not operating at maximum outstanding capability. You are diminishing your capability. Everybody says, Jamie, how do you have so much success? Jamie, how do you work so hard? How do you blah, blah, blah? How about, you know why? Because I set very strict boundaries and I don't let anybody cross them. Sorry, no. You got something to say about the way I run my life? You could say it from all the way over there in the nosebleed seats where I can't hear you and can barely see you. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Mom? It sounded super passive aggressive. So I got to ship your ass all the way to the nosebleeds. Hate it for you. But you've been warned. Because I done told you about my boundaries. I dug a line in the sand. I put a freaking sign up and a sign language interpreter for anybody who may not really get it. Because I want to make sure that my boundaries are clear. So when you cross them, I don't have to feel guilty about putting you in the nosebleeds. See, that's the thing. We're not clear about what we want in our life. We're not clear about what our boundaries are because we're afraid. We're timid. So we kind of mumble and fumble our way through them, and then people cross them and we go, nope. Crystal clear. You will not comment about my marriage. You will not comment about the way I raise my children. You will not comment about the work that I do. Understand? And if you do, in a passive-aggressive way, in a text message, if you fucking do smoke signals out your window, I'm shipping your ass all the way up to the nosebleeds. And that's a fact, and that is where you will stay. And I will love you, but I will love you from all the way over here. And that is a fact. And the truth is this, as women, we're still afraid. You all are watching me right now, listening, nodding, going, yes, Jamie, preach, Jamie, take us to church, Jamie. This is what I needed to hear, Jamie. Yes, Jamie, yes. But you're still afraid. You're still afraid to say, hold up. Hold up. Y'all, I am so sorry. I have not been clear about what I will and will not allow in my life. I'm so sorry, mom, mother-in-law, stepmom, sister, sister-in-law, brother, boss, friend, best friend since high school, whatever. I must not have been clear. So let me start over. This is my marriage. You will not discuss it. These are my children. You will not discuss them. This is the work I do. You will not discuss it. This is how much I weigh. This is how many men I've had sex with. This is how much I make it work. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. And just so you know, here's how I'm going to live going forward. If you cross my boundaries, now that I've established them loud and clear, just so you know, love ya, but they're going all the way up there. Joelle, you're saying you're scared of that man leaving you. This confuses me. And we may have to take this conversation offline. Because somebody, now I could have it wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But somebody who is not yours can't leave you. That's a fact, Jack. And that's a conversation I am more than willing to have with anybody offline. Or I could do a whole coffee talk on it. Because been there, done that. Okay? I don't care who it is in your life. Set the boundaries. And if, okay, somebody just said, what if your spouse allows his family to cross your boundaries? I'm not 100% why I even have to answer this question, but I'm going to answer it. I don't care who it is that is disrupting your peace, that is disrespecting the boundaries you have set for yourself, that is, that doesn't appreciate your standards. If you are brave enough to set boundaries and somebody who supposedly loves you allows people to cross them, then I'm going to need you to take off your shoe and stick your foot so far up their ass, because that is the ultimate disrespect unless you have not been clear about your boundaries. And only you can know that. If you have not been clear about what the boundaries are, then that is a different story. If the person who loves you, is allowing people to disrespect you or cross your boundaries, that is a real issue. That is a real issue because they are not protecting your peace. And Michael tried me. Oh, he tried me. He tried me. Almost had to make an All Eyes on Me movie in his house. Oh, he tried me. He tried me. And then I got crystal clear. No, Dahlia, don't feel guilty. Nope, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you set boundaries that are healthy for you and your children and people cannot respect them, then for a little while, I understand that your children won't get to see their cousins. My children haven't seen their cousins in, I don't know. They saw him at Christmas, and then before that, I don't know, have no idea. But you know what? Sorry. Hate it for you. I was real honest with my kids. This is how it's going to have to be for a while until people can learn to respect each other. This is how it's going to have to be. So, look, y'all, here's what I'm saying. The universe will do the work for you. The universe will do the work for you. Set the boundaries. And anyone who doesn't respect them, it's the universe's way of saying, hey, you asked, I answered. Okay? The reason a lot of us don't set the boundaries is because we're scared of change. We don't want to have to act on it. We don't want to have to say, I set boundaries, you cross them, and now I have to actually do something. We don't ever want to do. We just want to talk about our feelings. That drives me insane. I have too much testosterone for that. Okay? I am here for you. If you've made yourself clear and they still don't respect you, that is the universe's way of saying they are not meant to be in your life. Cut them out, off. Cut them, cut them, cut them, cut them. Cut them. Cut them. Y'all do not understand the peaceful life I get to live for the most part because I am steadfast in my boundaries. If y'all could walk, this is not to say I have a perfect life. This is not to say that I don't cry. I cried yesterday like 6 times, but it was Father's Day. But you know what I mean, okay? I am telling you right now, if you could walk the walk with me from the day I set those boundaries, even when people said, but Jamie, you've got to give her more chances. She loves you. Nah, nope, nope. That, you see that dog? You see that dog? That dog loves me. That dog loves me. He loves me. He's also a 90-pound Doberman. How many times do you think I'm going to let that dog bite me before that dog has to be put out? Take a guess. And he loves me. Have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Look at this baby. Can I have a kiss? Oh, I'm so sleepy, mommy. Have a kiss? Now, he loves his mama. But if he bit me, how many times y'all think I'm going to let him say? How many times do you think I would let him bite me? I mean, keep it real. Keep it real. All right. Listen, let me let you go because this sweet boy needs to go for a walk. And I know that y'all get it. Let the universe do the work. Let them remove people from your life. Set the boundaries. You'll see very quickly who is meant to be in your life and who is meant to go. Should I stay or should I go now? Yeah, sorry, Ace. If you bite, you got to go. That's just how it works in this house. Okay. Don't forget, you guys can come see me next Saturday, June 24th at 10 a.m. at Barnes & Noble. I will be there for 2 hours. I will talk to you. I will take pictures. I will hug you and love you and talk to you about whatever you need to talk about. So please, please, please come see me and help me spread the word. Love you. And have a great day.